let's kick things off with a major story causing a storm in the Vatican. For the past 7 years, Pope Francis has been shaking up the Catholic Church as we know it. But now the old Pope has stepped in saying enough is enough.
Controversy is swirling at the Vatican as two popes, one retired and one reigning, appear at odds, and now former Pope Benedict is weighing in.
On shelves this morning, the much anticipated and already wildly controversial new book, From the Depths of Our Hearts. The book, which is written in part by Pope Benedict XVI, defends the Church's practice of celibacy among priests. But it comes at the same time Benedict's successor, Pope Francis, is considering whether some older married men could be ordained in very remote areas like the Amazon.
Benedict argued for the necessity of celibacy, writing, "Serving the Lord requires the total gift of a man."
Oh, I see what's happening here. The new Pope wants to change the rules so priests can have sex, but the old Pope wants the rules to stay the same, and I get that. I mean, if I had been forced to be a virgin for 92 years, I would also be out there like, guys, come on, those are the rules. We agreed. But I'm sorry, old Pope. You don't make the rules anymore because you quit. Yeah, you can't just come back and try and change things up. It would be like coming back to visit a house that you sold, like, oh, interesting curtain choice. You sure you want to put the couch there? And it'd be like, how did you get in here? I took a spare key. I will say what's really strange about this is that both of these men supposedly talk directly to God, right? That's the whole thing of the Pope. But they're getting different messages. It's almost like God is playing a prank on one of them. Yeah? You know, like one priest is going up to God like, wait, are we not supposed to have sex? And God's like, no, I'm just messing with the other dude. I'm just like, look how horny he's getting. But either way, at some point, these two are always going to clash because they're different people. Right? Francis and Benedict are very different popes. I mean, just watch how Pope Benedict reacted, right? When shirtless acrobatic dancers performed for him way back in 2010. Look at that face. It's like Emperor Palpatine was at a Chippendale show. This is the real dark side. Now, check out the new Pope. Now this guy The future is coming fast, and it's here now, which means Ronnie Chang is back with another installment of Today's Future Now.
Thanks, Trevor. The Computer Electronics Show in Las Vegas just wrapped up. It's the annual convention where tech companies show off new gadgets so useless they make men's nipples seem functional. And this year was no exception.
The nation's most anticipated tech show of the year opens its doors to the public today in Las Vegas. The Consumer Electronics Show, CES, gives us a glimpse of the new technology that will be making its way into our lives.
This year at CES, there's a faucet I can talk to.
If turning on the faucet ever feels like a lot of work, then meet the U by Moen Smart Faucet. It takes voice commands.
Hey Google, ask Moen to dispense 2 cups of water.
Getting Moen. Wave over sensor to dispense 2 cups now.
2 cups.
At last, a faucet that takes 30 minutes to fill a cup. Who is this for? Is there someone out there who's like, finally, a sing for me? The guy who wants to drink exactly 2 cups of water and not a drop more. I don't want to be overhydrated and I don't want to be underhydrated. I want to be perfectly hydrated. Also, by the way, every faucet is a faucet you can talk to if you're very, very lonely, okay? Trust me. Well, what would impress me if they actually invented a faucet that you can't talk to, okay? It's like you ask it for a cup of water and it's like, look, I'm just not ready to open up right now, okay? And if you're hoping CES will bring us the latest advancements in artificial intelligence, well, keep hoping because the robot uprising is going to take a while.
Samsung has unveiled Neon, the world's first artificial humans, at this year's Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. These virtual beings look and behave like humans. Creators claim that the human avatars have the ability to converse and sympathize like real people.
Okay, so I'm about to get to chat with Neon and ask it a few questions. Here we go, and my questions are going to be relayed by Simon here to Neon. Neon, what's your favorite food?
Neon, what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Wow. Millions of dollars in research and development, and that's the big revelation. Pizza. I bet that's the only word she knows. It's like, hey, Neon, how do we solve climate change? And 2 hours later, it's like, pizza. And also, how does it even know it likes pizza? How can you trust something that's never eaten before? That's like asking the Pope about his favorite sex position. He's not qualified to answer, okay? And what kind of sorry-ass tech demo is this? Why do I have to ask the guy to ask the robot for me? Does he come with the computer? Imagine if that's how it worked with Siri. It's like, hey Siri, turn on the lights. I mean, sorry, hey Derek. Tell Siri to turn on the lights. Thanks, Derek. But luckily, not all the stupid stuff at CES is useless this year, because one new invention might actually change our lives.
A company called DNA Nudge helps shoppers make healthier decisions while grocery shopping based on their DNA. So you go into the supermarket, take a DNA test, and then you wear a band that scans groceries as you shop to recommend the best food for you based on your DNA.
So what I can do if I'm wearing this device is turn up to the supermarket and actually scan a product, and that went red. So that means this isn't ideal for my body chemistry.
Okay, DNA grocery shopping kind of sounds like it might make sense. Although, I gotta be honest, this whole thing sounds like the world's worst Lizzo remix, all right? I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% buying Cheetos. Yo, we don't need a DNA test to know that we need to eat healthy food, okay? Let me help you out. If what you're eating comes in a box with a cartoon character on it, it's bad for you, okay? There, I just saved you $200. Eating healthy isn't that complicated. F your DNA, just eat more vegetables, okay? We don't need to map the human genome to know that it's a bad idea to eat a pint of Ben & Jerry's. Just taste the DNA. Are you Irish? Eat more vegetables. Are you Chinese? Eat more vegetables. Oh, you're 2% West African and 98% Swedish? Well, eat more vegetables. And by the way, that just means you're white.
Ronnie, you seem especially upset by this DNA service.
Hell yeah, I am. I gave it my DNA. It told me to eat more walnuts and that I'm adopted, okay? Which sucks because I hate walnuts. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to ask Derek to ask Siri to ask my Faucet to get me a new slice of pizza.
Ronnie Chang, everyone. We'll be right back. While Democrats may be worried about having fewer and fewer candidates to choose from, for the Galapagos tortoises, numbers are an issue they won't have to worry about for a while. And it's all thanks to one hero.
A giant tortoise credited with saving its species is being returned to its home in the wild. Diego, a Galapagos giant tortoise, is jokingly called a playboy because he spent 40 years helping to repopulate his species. When he started in the program, he was one of 2 males and 12 females left on the island. Now there are more than 2,000. Well done, Diego. Yay. Experts estimate 40% of those tortoises are related to him. Now he's headed to his native island of Espanola in March to retire because he's exhausted.
Thank you for your service, Diego. This is an amazing story. This hero turtle turned a population of less than 20 tortoises into 2,000. Just look at him in the water there, huh? Cooling his balls off. You earned it, buddy. And let this be a lesson to kids out there. If someone tells you to go out and practice safe sex, you tell them, no, I want to be like Diego the turtle. No, I'm joking. Safe sex, I'm joking. Come on. I gotta be honest. You know when I first heard this story, Diego reminded me of those uncles in the hood that you'd hear about. You know where people be chatting like, you heard how many kids Diego got? 2,000, for real, for real. I heard he ran away to an island to avoid child support. Also, I love how Diego is the hero of the story and not the females who actually gave birth to 2,000 babies. Who's running this? The Oscar voters? Now look, jokes aside, Diego did help repopulate the species, but he wasn't the only turtle responsible for fathering the 2,000 kids. Yeah, there was another turtle who helped Diego out, and he retired to the Senate. All right, that's it for the headlines. Let's move on to our top story.